AITA for refusing to pay for my nephew's college education after setting clear conditions? I, 29F, married into money a few years ago. My family isn't wealthy, but my husband's side is. My husband owns a rather successful business and we are very comfortable with a very sizable bank account. My sister, 38F, has a son, Jake, 18M, who's been talking about going to college for a while. He keeps saying he wants to be a doctor. The issue is, my sister can't afford to send him. She's a single mom, and I totally understand the financial struggles she's facing. Knowing my sister's situation, I told her that I'd be willing to help Jake with his college expenses, as long as he met a few conditions. I didn't want to just hand over the money without some responsibility attached. So, I laid out 3 conditions for Jake to meet before I'd commit to paying. 1. He would need to work part-time, 20 hours a week. 2. He would need to complete 80 hours of community service each year. I myself volunteer at a food pantry and have offered him a volunteer position every few months when we need extra volunteers. 3. He needed to maintain a grade average of 75 or higher. I didn't think these were unreasonable, and I made sure to explain this to Jake, my sister, and even my husband. I wanted to set expectations so that everyone was clear about the deal. My husband was automatically on board. We are child-free, so don't have anybody else we would pay for college for, and my nephew would need the help. However, as the application deadlines are approaching, it's become clear that Jake isn't meeting these qualifications. His GPA is under the cutoff at 72, he's only been working 10 hours a week, and he hasn't completed any community service hours at all. I've tried to talk to him about it multiple times, and he keeps promising to do better but hasn't made any real changes. With the deadlines looming, I told my sister that I won't be paying for his college education unless he meets the conditions I set. She's furious with me and says I'm being too harsh and that I should just help him regardless of whether he meets the conditions. She feels like I'm abandoning him when he needs help the most. She also accused me of holding a financial carrot over his head in a way that's manipulative. I understand her frustration, but I feel like I've been reasonable. I don't want Jake to just coast through life without putting in any effort. He's old enough to understand responsibility, and these conditions seem fair to me. My husband agrees with me, but my sister says I'm a cold-hearted aunt and that the threat of student loan debt will make Jake's grades worse. I feel like I gave him a fair opportunity. My sister has been texting me every couple of hours trying to guilt me into paying. AITA for not being willing to pay? Edit. I have been asked to edit my post by a few comments. 1. My sister came to me and asked me to pay for my nephew's college. We sat down in his junior year and talked about it. 2. I gave him 3 choices. 75 average, working 20 hours. 80 average, working 15 hours. 85 average, working 10 hours. He chose the lower grade option. 3. I work and all of the money I will be paying for his education will be coming from my personal account and not my husband's. 4. I based the parameters on what I did as a teenager. 20 hours of work a week. 100 community service hours, and I maintained a 93 average and